Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today on the bench I have a very stylish dress watch. It's a Lucien Piccard from the early 70s, and I was able to find an old advertisement with pretty much this exact same model here. This ad is from 1972 and lists the watch as coming in either 14 karat gold or stainless steel. This one has a Giltron case, which from what I can tell is just a special alloy that looks like gold. The case back has a small pitted area here. This is probably from a manufacturing defect, as there's no other damage that I see that could cause it. The case is a little scuffed up. There's a scratch on the lug where someone had a tool slip while removing the band. This watch now has an easy release band, so it must have happened before that was put on. I'm not sure exactly what Giltron is, so I'm not going to polish the case at all. It looks like it's already been polished once before, and I don't want to affect the engravings any more than they already have been. The watch is currently running, which is a good sign. This is a mono case, which means the movement is removed from the front. To do that, you need to remove the crystal. The winding stem is a two-piece stem, so the easiest thing to do is to pull the stem out and use an air bulb to blow air into the case and pop the crystal out. The crystal has a few scratches, but nothing that won't buff out. There's a spot of corrosion inside the case, which isn't a great sign. Let's hope the movement wasn't affected. Here's the dial. It's in beautiful condition. And here's the movement. A little grimy, but it looks to be in great condition as well. This is a Peseux 7030. From my experience, these have an issue where the hairspring can snap off at the stud. This one looks fine though. These also have an interesting mainspring barrel. I'll go through that during the disassembly. Let's go ahead and remove the hands and dial. You can see this white spotting on the set lever spring. This is caused by moisture displacing and mixing with the lubricants. Thankfully, this was caught early and there's no rust anywhere. I'll start by removing the hour wheel. It looks like it's in perfect condition. Next, I'll remove the minute wheel's retaining plate, followed by the minute wheel. There's some very light wear on the retaining plate. The minute wheel looks great as well. Now I'll remove the canon pinion. It's still tight, so that's good. And it's in good condition as well. I'll remove the set lever spring now. Next up is the clutch lever spring, followed by the clutch lever. I'll be using a piece of pegwood to make sure the spring doesn't fly off. No rust on the spring. The clutch lever also has some of that displaced lubricant. The intermediate wheel looks good. With the setting lever removed, I can now remove the stem, sliding pinion, and winding pinion. The stem looks good. And the sliding and winding pinion look fine as well. That's the dial side complete, so let's flip over to the gear train now. This is a really good looking movement. It it looks like there's a little grime on the plate by the crown wheel, but otherwise it looks like it's brand new. As I said before, this is a Peseux 7030, and the movement is unadjusted. Most Swiss watches that were imported were marked unadjusted to avoid extra taxes. I would imagine this watch keeps time pretty well. The ratchet wheel is also marked with some blue lettering, which is a nice touch. I'll release the remaining power from the mainspring now. Now I'll remove the balance assembly. Next is the pallet fork. Everything looks fine there. Now you would think that removing the ratchet wheel like normal would allow you to remove the barrel, but this one's different. The ratchet wheel also acts as the barrel lid, effectively making this a safety barrel like you would see in a high-grade pocket watch. So, how is the barrel secured? If you remember from the dial side, there's a plate held down by 3 screws with one larger screw in the middle. That larger screw is what secures the arbor as well as the rest of the barrel. But even after unscrewing that screw, it's still locked in place by the second wheel's bridge. So let's unscrew the gear train bridge now and remove the gears. Another thing that isn't too common is the click spring screw also acts as a retaining screw for the gear train bridge. Here's the second wheel's bridge. Once that's removed, I can remove the barrel as well. Everything looks good on this. Now I can finally remove the barrel. Everything looks good on this as well. And that's the watch disassembled. I'll be back once it's cleaned and ready for lubrication. I've pre-lubricated the second wheel's pivots with 9104, as one is inaccessible once the watch is put together. I'll also lubricate the mainspring barrel post with 9104 before installing the barrel. The crown wheel also gets 9104. The mainspring is lubricated with 8200. Keep an eye on the escape wheel as I put power into the mainspring. It may be hard to see, but the escape wheel reverses direction once the spring is unwound. This is exactly what you want to see on a freshly serviced movement, as it shows the gear train is in good health and properly cleaned. The escape, fourth, and sweep second pivots get 9010, and the third wheel gets 9104. Now I'll flip over and do the same on the dial side. The intermediate wheels post gets 9104. I'll be using 9504 where the winding pinion and sliding pinion mesh together. I'll also use 9504 on the squared part of the stem and a small amount of 9104 on the tip. The channel where the clutch lever sits on the sliding pinion gets 9104 as well. The clutch spring also gets 9504 where it connects with the clutch lever. Now I'll install the pallet fork. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show the oiling process, but I use 9415. Now for the moment of truth. Looks like it's running great. I'll finish up the dial side and put this on the time grapher. I've set this to run a little slow as the rate will increase as the mainspring unwinds. Here's the movement, looking sharp and running well. And here's the watch, cased and completed. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.